Good evening. Hello.
Good evening po.
Good evening po. Naririnig niyo ako?
Yes.
Ilan na ba ang ating participants? Okay, good evening. I'm Architect Orphaline Manibo again. So, guys, pwede na tayo mag-start, ano? So, pasensya na we're having a class on a holiday. So, okay lang ba sa inyo yun? Total, wala naman kayong holiday. I know nagre-review kayo ilang weeks na lang. Mga ilang weeks na lang ba? 6 to 7 weeks before the exams. Ask ko lang po, meron na po bang final na na date ang exams? Hindi ko pa lang po na-check.
June 9 to 11 po ata.
June 9 to 11. So, mas pa po, mas maaga pa.
Opo.
Alam ko, mid-June. Okay, so malapit na pala, no? So, yes, so yung mga natitirang weeks nyo, ay pag-ibigyan, I hope na nakafocus kayo sa pag-review. So, okay. Maybe, yon we can proceed dun sa ating last na tinakil last week. Before pala tayo ulit mag-proceed dun sa mga problems na binigay ko, yung 4 na problems, di ba? And then pinakita ko sa inyo how to plot and enumerate muna, list down all the information or data from the problem. So before anything else, papakita ko kasi may sinend sa chat group natin last week, yung rule 7 and 8. So hindi ko alam if yun na ba yung ginagamit nyo, yung file na yon kasi iba ang pages niya. So yun yung napansin ko. So hindi ko alam, baka yung last week nagre-refer ako dun sa pages ng Rule 7 and 8 dun sa copy ko. So I'm not sure, baka yung latest ang copy nyo. So ibig sabihin, yung pages na sinasabi ko is iba dun sa copy nyo. So baka nalilito kayo. So may I ask, ano yung gamit yung Rule 7 and 8? Yun na bang sinend sa link? Yung link na sinend pala sa group chat? Pwede po bang may sumagot?
Opo, ma'am. Yung sinend po sa link. Yung sinend po sa group chat.
Okay. So kung yun po ang yung ginagamit ngayon, so ibig sabihin yung aking copy is iba na, hindi naman same version, but then yung pages ay magkaiba. So I will try to, kung ano yung meron, kasi yung reference ko is, I guess, syempre, hindi na yung updated na file. So magre-refer na lang ako dun sa from my copy. Siyempre, hahanapin natin doon sa latest, which is yung file, ano. So, share ko na yung proceed tayo or continue tayo doon sa problem 3 kasi nasagutan na natin yung problems 1 and 2. Okay. So last week, nasagutan na natin yung project 1 and project 2. So we proceed with project 3. Pero yung okay. then pakita ko na sa inyo yung ating plot, site layout. Okay, for Project E, the title is Proposed Four-Story Commercial Building. So the statement of the problem. Mr. and Mrs. Sayong commissioned you to design a four-story commercial building within a regular inside lot with a size of 15 meters width and 20.5 depth. Bounded on the east are 0.12, on the north are 0.23, west are 0.34. On the south is the shorter side of the lot. Our points for one fronting the 12 meters road right of way with sidewalks. The highest grade of the lot from the sidewalk is 200 mm, applying minimum front and rear setbacks. The owner requires 138 square meters rentable space for the ground floor, having a 1.5 meter walkway fronting the rental spaces, ending at the stairs. On the left corner, should the stairs be located at 3 by 3.5 dimensions, front yard has to be 15 by 5-meter parking. He also needs 9 by 3.5 storage at the left rear corner. On the second floor, he strictly requires a total 255 square meters restaurant with stairs of 10.5 and sitting area of 52.5, which are extended 3.5 from the ground level line. The third and fourth floors have the same area with the second floor. The third floor is available for tenants while owner would use the fourth level as his office. The owner loves roof decks having two sides of firewalls. He wants a multi-purpose area and also would like to install a solar panels. Provides stairwells with storage of 42 square meters. So design objective, the architect is required to design and maximize the space in accordance to the client's needs. The project must be designed and planned on C2 basic zoning. So last week, napakita ko na to sa inyo, na-explain ko na on how to start with after reading our problem. Yung mga data, yung mga important data, we list it down, the project title, ano ang zoning, ano ang lot, and then try to lay out or plot the site. So, and then, ano ang inclusive sa floor, per floor, the areas na inclusive, and then, if binigay ang specific area or sizes, dimensions, so location, so just list it down. At least yung mga important parts, kumbaga, if writing it down, mas naaalala niyo. Ano? Okay. So, for the question, so punta naman tayo sa question. Okay. For question number 1, sa problem 3, what is the ANBF of the project? Ano ulit yung meaning ng ANBF? ANBF is the allowable maximum building footprint. So, saan natin hahanapin yan? Sa Rule 7 or Rule 8. So, just to remind you, just for take note lang, ang TLA, which is total lot area, which is allowable maximum building footprint. And then, saka ang PSO, diba? Ang PSO, ang percentage site occupancy. kumbaga, itong tatlong to, paikot-ikot lang to. Isa lang, pag meron yung dalawa, makukuha mo isa. So, yung formula nila is paikot-ikot. So, kung A and B, F, if you divide it sa total lot area, makukuha mo yung percentage ng segments. So, yun. So, itong tatlong to, mas laging parang pagkakakuliktas. Guys, sorry, tatanong ko lang. Di ba maingay yung audio? Kasi medyo mahangin ito sa amin. So, baka na yung audio ko is di ba?
Medyo maingay po, ma'am.
Okay. Wait lang ha. Ayusin ko lang. Baka, wait lang. Sorry. Lilipat lang ako ng pwesto. Okay, sorry. Sorry about that. Okay, to continue. Question number 1, what is the AMBF of the project? So, saan natin hahanapin yung AMBF sa row 7 and row 8? So, if we check sa row 8, papakita ko lang sa inyo para mas magkakaintindihan tayo. If you check, let's go page 132. Page 132 of 246. So, paano ba natin makukuha yung AMBF? Di ba based yun, ima-minus natin muna yung mga setbacks from the total lot area. So, ano ang required setback for the problem? So, if we go back, ano ba sabi dito? The zoning is C2, so it's a commercial. So, going to table 8.3, setbacks for commercial. So, paano ba makukuha ang setbacks for commercial? So, naka-based siya sa road right of way. So, sinabi ba dito sa problem kung ano ang road right of way? Sinabi, 12 meters road right of way. So, nakasulat dito, road right of way, puntahan lang natin yon 10 to 19. That's dito, dito inclusive ang 12. So, ang front setback niya is magiging 5 meters. And then, the side setback is 2 meters. And the rear setback is 2 meters. But then, anong sinabi dun sa project, dun sa problem? Di ba may sinabi siya na the owner loves roof decks, two sides of firewalls. Parang minention niya na doon na sagadan yung building kasi may two sides of firewalls siya. So, ibig sabihin, wala na siyang side setback. So, yung front and rear setback na lang ang kukuhanin. So, if you minus natin yung 5 sa, ano ba ang depth nung ano bang depth nung lot? It's 20.5, right? So, nag-minus tayo ng 5 sa front, nag-minus tayo ng 2 sa back. So, minus 7 meters is equal to 13.5 na lang. 13.5 meters by ano yung width ng lot, it's 15 meters. So, 13 times 15 meters is what? Compute po. 13.5 times 15 is 202.5. So, it's letter C. Okay. So, letter C ang ating answer. Okay? So, let's go number 2. What is the minimum front setback for the building? Oh, what is the minimum front setback? So, same thing. Yun, nakalagay naman doon. So, yung 5 meters. So, it's 5 meters. So, ito, wag din kayo malilito dito. Minsan, simple na yung tanong, pero namamali pa tayo kasi hindi natin napapansin yung mga yan, yung units. Minsan, pampalito din yan. So, it's 5 meters. Okay? So, number 3, what would be the volume of concrete for the second floor seating area if the slab is 100 mm thick? So, ano daw yung volume? So, dapat may area. Yung seating area, binigay naman niya. Let's look for it. Ano sinabi doon sa seating area? Yun, nakasulat naman dito. Seating area, 52.5. So, paano natin makukuha yung volume? Yung i-multiply natin doon sa thickness, yung 100. So, times, dahil square meters, so times 0.1 meter. 100 mm. So, ang magiging answer natin is 5.25 cubic meter. So, nasa ba dito yung 5.25 cubic meter? So, it's dito siya between 5 to 6 cubic meter. Okay. So, letter D. Okay, number 4. Considering the use of artificial ventilation, what would be your minimum ceiling height for the owner's office? So, ang tanong naman dito, ceiling height. So, let's refer to Rule 7 and 8 again kasi nandun yung provision do, I mean the requirements doon. So, saan natin nahanapin yun? Page 100, let's check for page 138 naman. Ay. Ayan, yung mga ceiling height sa section 805. So, nakasulat dito, if check na tong, so number 1, habitable rooms provided with artificial ventilation shall have ceiling heights not less than 2.4 meters measured from the floor to the ceiling, provided that for buildings of more than 1 story. The minimum ceiling height for story 2.7 and that for the second story 2.4 and the succeeding story shall have unobstructed typical headroom clearance of not less than 2.1 meters above the finished floor. Above stated rooms with natural ventilation shall have ceiling heights of not less than 2.7. So ang question ay ano daw yung if using the artificial ventilation, ano yung ceiling height ng owner's office. So, paano natin makukuha? So, alamin natin kung anong floor yung owner's office. So, ang owner's office ay nasa 3rd floor. Right? Tama ba? Kasi 4th level, sorry, as his office. He will use. So, ang nakasulat dito sa Rule 8, Rule 8 or Rule 7, ay, so, yung succeeding floors daw ay not less than 2.1. So, the answer is 2.1. Letter C. Okay? So, minimum ceiling height. Okay, so number 5, based on the given data of the project, how much is the percentage of site occupancy? So ito yung question na yun, yung based daw sa given data of the project, how much is the PSO? So, like ni-mention ko kanina, ano ba ang formula ng PSO para makuha? PSO is, meron tayo AMBF over TLA. So, meron na tayong AMBF. Nakuha na natin yan kanina sa number 1. So, and then, ang TLA naman is given naman sa project. So, AMBF, 202.5 divided by the TLA, 307.5. Ang lalabas niya ay 65.85%, which is letter A. Okay. Pero may question ako. What if ang tanong dun sa itong number 5, ang tanong is based on the book, based on Rule 8, how much is the percentage of site occupancy? Kasi, di ba, pag nag-base tayo dito, may given na kasi siyang percentage. Right? So, hanapin nga natin ulit yung sa ayun. Lang ha. So, compare ko lang yung page ko. Hanapin ko lang kung saan na. So, table 8.1. Ayun. 8.1 is, yan. Okay. So, if ang question is not based on the problem, if the question is based on Rule 8, what is the PSO? Magre-refer tayo sa book. So, minsan may ganun ding question. Minsan based on Rule 7 or Rule 8. Tapos minsan naman based on the problem. Kasi kadalasan, pag based on the problem, of course, makukuha natin yung exact percentage. Katulad nito, nakuha natin yung exact percentage. But then, based on the book, meron na siyang, may sadyang required percentage siya. So, kung based on the book, dito tayo magre-refer. So, like, commercial 2 yun, di ba? So commercial 2, pag kinuha niya yung PSO, it's either 75% without firewall to, then 85% with firewall. So, yun, be conscious din sa mga ganun tanong. Basta, maraming questions na sasabihin naman niya kung saan ka magre-refer. And then, lalo na pag sasabihin niyang based on Rule 7 or Rule 8, please, yun, wag nating pababayaang hindi mo natin masagot ng tama kasi nandun na talaga nandito na, nasa Rule 7 and Rule 8 na yung sagot, ano? Okay? Sige, proceed na tayo. Number 6. What would be the BHL of the project? So, BHL is what? Building height limit. So, saan natin hahanapin ang building height limit? Sa akin ay page 89. Page 92. Refer tayo dito sa page 92. Yan, building height limit pasulat. So sa commercial 2, paano natin malalaman ang building height limit sa commercial 2? So, nandun naman sa table. So, hanapin natin C2, anong number of allowable stories niya? 6 stories. Kasi ang option, ang pagpipilian dito ay stories. Pag tinanong naman kung ano yung highest grade, ito, meron yung answer yan. So, 6 ang sabi sa book. So, anong letter ang? So, it's letter C. Okay. Number 7, what is the minimum height of the switch as per BP344? Ito naman sa nasa BP344. So, if you have BP344, scan nyo na lang. I think it's given naman yung teka. Sa page, nakita lang. Nasa page 19, if I'm not mistaken, ang height niya is 1.2 to 1.3. So, letter A. Ayan, ang height ng switch. Okay, number 8, a public way intended to serve both pedestrian and for emergency vehicles. Ito naman ay, ang definition nito ay makikita sa PD 957. So, public way intended to serve both pedestrian and emergency. So, ito, ang sagot dito ay alley. So, letter A. Number 9, the maximum length of corridor as per NBC. So, nakastate din yun. Nandun din yun, nakasulat. It's letter A, 6 meters. And then number 10, what is the corridor's minimum width as per NBC? So, same page yun. Kung makikita mo yung, hanapin nyo itong, ang sa akin ay nasa page 32. Baka lang dun sa copy nyo ay iba. So, please check. So, the corridor's minimum width is 1.1. Okay. Yan. Yan. Tapos ng questions to sa project number 3. So, punta tayo sa project number 4. Ito pa lang na project number 4. Dapat ipapahuli ko to kasi medyo nakakalito siya. And then, sorry. Project 4. Pero sige, let's try. Tinry nyo ba to sa i-plot o yung layout niya? Kasi itong specific question na to, I mean problem, lumalabas to. Lagi ito lumalabas. So, nung nag-exam ako, lumabas din to. So, yung teacher's camp. So, yung, kumbaga, ang nagbabago lang dyan, yung numbers, yung area, pero yung setting niya, yung setup, yung yung layout. Kasi ito, kung mapapansin nyo, kung ni-review nyo to, binasa nyo, o binalikan nyo, yung after class natin, ito ay hindi niya given yung pinaka-site, yung area ng site. Ang binigay niya, yung floor plan. So, kaya medyo para detailed yung floor layout niya. So, dun mo kukunin yung pinaka positioning o location ng pinaka I mean yung measurement ng lote. So, itong specific problem na to, most likely lalabas ulit to sa exam. So, ito ang practicing nyo. Okay? So, ulitin ko lang ulit basahin ko lang ulit, tapos daanan natin yung site layout para paano natin makukuha. So, Project 4, the proposed two-story admin office extension building. The statement of the problem, the project is located at Baguio's Teachers Camp. It is basically one of the building on site. The site is extremely wide, so the area of the project will be built fenceless. You are commissioned to design the extension of the two-story camp's administration department building. So the ground floor will have a lobby and stair with deck 84 square meter area with a side of 6 meters. The lobby deck is measured 6 meters by 10 meters. At the right side of the lobby is the business center with deck 168 square meters by 12 meters. The deck will be 6 by 14 at the right side and 18 by 10 at the front. There will be two adjacent storage. One storage will be 140 square meters with a side of 10 meters. Storage 2 will be same area at the business center. Both storages will have its front deck with a side of 10 meter each. Engineering workshop will be attached to storage 2 and is 720 square meters, 30 by 24 with 60 square meter locker and toilet and bath. Softscape will also be provided with 3 by 24 dimension on the left side of the engineering workshop. At the second floor, the client wants to have a lobby and stair with the same size as the ground floor. Engineering office with the same size of business center and purchasing office with the same size of storage 1 below. Front open deck will be provided with 5 width and 28 outer lot. Okay, then the project site features. Lot boundary 1 is at south along Provincial Road with which is 25 meter wide. Second lot boundary is at east along Secondary Road, 10 meter wide. North and west boundaries are basically limitless. There is a 3% slope from Provincial Road going to north. The ground floor is at the right corner of the site. The 6-meter driveway, which includes the setback, is at the east side and 3 meters by 24 meters soft at the west side. At the rear of the lot is docking area, which is 5 by 79 meter long. So, yon. Ang dami ng data. Ang dami na. So, sige. Eto. So, the first thing we need to do, isa-isahin na natin. Huwag muna tayo medyo mabigla sa mga paano natin i-layout to. So, just write down kung yung mga important things, the project title, the zoning, and then yung data ng every floor, every area per floor na sinabi niya. So based dito sa problem, kumbaga kumbaga yung location per area ay detailed. So let's try to do the floor layout. So wait lang, share ko muna sa inyo. Lang, Okay, unahin muna natin yung, iba sinulat na natin isa-isa kung paano niya yung per area. So, unahin natin, where do we start? Kung saan sinabi saan ba unang sinabi ng problem is, hindi ata mag-share. Ayan. Ang una niya sinabi, the ground floor will have a lobby and stair with deck of 84 square meters with a side of 6 meters. So, paano ko nakuha yung 14? Kasi sinabi niya yung area, 84 square meters, right? But then nagsabi siya ng side, ang side daw ay 6 meters. So, 84 divided by 6, kaya nakuha natin yung 14. Tapos, the lobby deck is measured 6 meters by 10. So, kung ang lobby deck daw ay 6 by 10. So, syempre, kukunin natin yung kalinya nung 6 meters nung width. So, 6 meters, so meron daw deck dito. The 6 by 10 naman. Okay? So, next, sabi niya dito, at the right side of the lobby is the business center with deck of 168 square meters by 12 meter. The deck will be 6 by 14 at the right side and 18 by 10 meter at front. Ito minsan, ito nakakalito to. May typo to siguro. I think so. Kasi ang sabi nito, at the right side of the lobby is a business center with deck of 168. With area of 168 square meters by 12. So, binigay niya yung area, 168 square meters. Tapos, nagbigay siya ng width, 12 meters. So, kaya natin nakuha yung 14 meters. Divide natin yung 168 divide by 12. So, naging 14. Tapos, sa right side daw ay may 6 by 14. 6 by 14 na deck. Okay? So, yung 14 na yun, so, parallel na rin siya. So, kaya syempre sa right side, so meaning yung 14 is parallel siya dun sa 14 na side ng deck. Tapos sa front daw ay may 18 by 10 sa front na deck ulit. So simply yung 18 is 12 plus 6. So kaya sakto yung 18 dito. Tapos yung 10 meters niya is same size din ng 10 meters nung front dun sa front deck ng lobby. Okay? So yun. Next is there will be 2 adjacent storages daw. Adjacent storages is yung magkatabi. So one storage will be 140 square meter with a side of 10 meters. So yun ulit. So basically may 10 meters of 14. Sakto ulit yan. So logically, magkaka-align sila pa, no? Iisa lang nung depth, 14 meters. Tapos yung storage 2 daw will be the same area of business center. So, 12 by 14 naman yung storage 2 kasi same size nito. Okay? So, then both storages will have its front deck with a side of 10 meters each. So, sakto na naman yun. May 10 meters na naman siya. So, yung deck daw is dun sa frontage ng dalawang storage. So, 12 plus 10 is the 22. Okay? Next. Engineering workshop will be attached to storage 2 and is 720 square meters. So, it's 30 by 24. So, paano makukuha yung 30 by 24? So, sakto din na 14 nga itong ang depth ng storage and then meron depth ang deck na 10. So, it's 24. So, nakuha, ibig sabihin yung buong yon dun sa side ng storage ng engineering workshop. Okay. Tapos nakasulat dito with 60-meter locker and toilet and bath. So, yung 60-meter locker and toilet and bath ay nandun within the engineering workshop. Tapos, softscape will also be provided with 3 by 24 dimension on the left side of the engineering workshop. So 3 by 24 daw. May softscape daw doon. Okay. So, ang next ay ang second floor. So, second floor, ang sabi, the client wants to have a lobby and stair with the same size at the ground floor. So, same thing. Copy mo lang yung stair and lobby. So, on top of another. So, syempre, isipin paano ba ang plano ito. So, yung stair and lobby is on top of the ground floor stair lobby. So, and then engineering office with the same size of the business center and purchasing office with the same size of storage one below. So, yung same size ng business center is the same 12 by 14. Engineering office lang doon sa second floor. Tapos yung storage one na 10 by 14, purchasing naman on sa second floor. Okay, and then front open deck will be provided with 5 width and 28 meters long. So, yung front daw nila, meron ulit deck na 5 by 28, which is exactly yung width nila pag pinag-plus mo yan. So, yun ang pag-layout nitong problem na to. May nakakuha ba nito? Nag-practice nyo to? So, ito yung if hindi nyo pa na-practice to, try again sa itong problem na to ang medyo i-analyze nyo kasi ganito yung format, may tanong, may problem talaga sa exam na ganito yung format. Siguro iniba-iba niya lang yung magkakatabi, kung anong area ng kwarto, but it's the same thing, yung ano niya, kung paano mo siya i-layout, laging may deck sa harap, sa gilid, so, yun, try to practice this. Ito naman, hindi ko sinasabing kailangan nating, yun nga, katulad nung sinabi ko last time. Minsan hindi mo kailangan kasing i-layout, kumbaga. But then for visual, para maintindihan mo yung problem, ma-visualize mo, it's good na madodrawing. Kumbaga kahit site plan, site layout, or pag hindi binigay yung site like this for this problem, yung floor layout, it's good na i-drawing mo siya para ma-visualize mo, no? Tapos, pero I don't advise na parang bigyan mo siya ng mahabang time. Wag. Kung hinalilito ka, kung hindi mo magets, it's just that leave it first. Daanan mo muna yung mga questions. Kung kailangan talaga na kailangan may i-drawing ka para makuha mo yung answer sa isang question, then do it. Pero kung naiisip mo na masyado na, parang naubos yung oras ko dahil nililayout ko pa lang to, and then skip ka muna. No? I-review mo muna yung mga questions, so kung kailangan talaga, then saka mo balikan. No? So, yun yung isa sa mga technique ng maximizing your time din. Huwag kayong kumbaga, huwag kayong hindi naman waste, mag-spend nung sobrang oras sa isang bagay na baka naman hindi kailangan in the end, ano? So, yan. Okay. So, punta tayo sa questions. Tingnan natin kung dito natin makikita kung kailangan natin yung ginawang yung ginawang floor layout. Okay. For question number 1, what will be the least total area of windows at engineering workshop? So, ang question dito is the windows ventilation. So, nasa natin makikita yon sa rule 7 and rule 8. Makikita natin yon sa rule 8, which is
Window openings. Section 8.
Okay, so makikita natin yan. Saan natin makikita?
Section 808.
Yan, tama. Section 808, window openings. Number 1, rooms intended for any use, not provided with artificial ventilation, shall be provided with a window or windows with a total free area of openings equal to at least 10% of the floor area. So paano natin makukuha dito if ang pagpipilian nating sagot ay square meters? So, binigay naman yung area ng engineering office, di ba? So, ang engineering workshop ay
30 by 24.
30 by 24 is 720 square meters. So, times natin dun sa 10%. 10% yung total area eh. Okay. Ng floor area pala. So, it's 72 square meters. So, letter A. Okay, number 2. How much is the total earth fill of the actual building, including the docking area, elevated at 0.3 meters plus open decks na may 150 mm? So, paano natin makukuha yun? Kukunin muna natin yung total ng docking area. So, kunin yung total ng docking area. Ang total niyan ay 1,280. Check nyo. Kuha nyo 1,280 ang total area ng docking area. Ang sabi niya, elevated daw yon ng 0.3. So, ito times natin ng 0.3 para makuha natin yung volume. So, pag times natin yan, makukuha natin ang total 384 cubic meter. Okay? Tapos, kinuha niya rin yung open decks. Teka, wait lang. Ang aking computation, pinaghiwalay ko pala yung aking docking area. Okay, punta muna tayo sa open decks. Ang open deck, ano ba ang area ng open deck? Ang total niya is 544 square meters. May 544 square meters po na open deck. Eh, ang taas niya lang is 150 mm, which is 0.15 meters. So, tinimes ko yun, nakakuha ko ng 81.6. Okay? Tapos, sorry, may isa pa akong docking area dito eh. Tapos, may 395 square meters pa akong docking area. So, tinimes ko ulit yun ng 0.30 is equal to 118.5 cubic meter. So, pag tinutol niyo yun, please try to compute ha, total niyo yung mga kinukuha, yung hinahanap, docking areas and open decks. So, pag tinutal ko yun, nag-total siya ng 584.1 cubic meter. So, nandito naman yung sagot. Meron ba? Letter A. So, yun. Nakuha ko yun. Kuha ba? So, let's go. Number 3. What will be the least total area of windows at purchasing department? So, it's the same. Kinukuha niya rin yung area ng windows. So, 10% din. Kunin natin yung area ng purchasing. Ibang area ng purchasing.
140
Yan. 140 times 10% is
times
14 square
10%,
meters.
14.
Letter C. Okay. Number 4. How much is the entire ceiling of the second floor excluding roof eaves? Paano ba natin nako-compute ang ceiling? Excluding roof eaves daw. So it means it's the same thing. Yung floor area, lobby, and stair, plus second floor. Ano bang nasa second floor? Engineering office, which is 168 square meters, and then may purchasing room pa na 140 square meters. So pagpa-plus mo lang yung area niyan is the ceiling area. So it's 392 square meters. So letter A. Okay, number 5. What is the total area for ground floor including decks and docking area? So, ibig sabihin, pagpa-plusin mo lang lahat ng area dito. Yung binigay niya binigay na area, lahat ng areas na binigay sa ground floor. Tapos ipa-plus lang natin yung decks and docking area. So, what do we get? It's total niya ay 2,291 square meters. Okay, that's letter A. What is the total area? Linear meter pala. Linear meter is perimeter. Perimeter of steel decking at second floor slab. So, paano natin makukuha yung steel decking at second floor slab? Ayan. So, 5 by 28 times 2. Kasi ang perimeter, di ba, yun ang 10 times ano ba? 10 times width. So, nakuha natin ay ay 66 ang linear meter niya. So, letter C. Okay, number 7. What should be the height of the docking area? Paano natin makukuha yung docking area? Ang sinabi niya dito, ang binigay niya kasing may binigay siyang height dito. Yung, saan ba ating drawing? Yan, sorry pala, yung docking area pala nandun pala sa likod. So, meron siyang binigay na distance. Which is, from the front, daw ay 3%. May sinabi dito sa, ito, there is a 3% slope from the provincial road going to north. Diba? Sinabi niya na 3% daw. Tapos, isa pa yun, meron siyang sinabi dito, may 6-meter driveway pa, including the setback doon sa papuntang soft skill. Pala, so na-explain ko. So, ito, from the road to the back, may 3% yung slope. Tapos, from the road din, may 6 meters na setback. Okay? So, paano natin makukuha? Yung docking area nandito sa likod. So, yung kunin natin yung ilan yung meters na nakuha natin up to the back. So, pag tinotal natin yan, it's 35 meters. So, mayroon na tayong length, 35 meters. 3% yung tinaas. So, i-multiply natin yun ng 35 meters times 3%. So, it will, ang total niya, magiging equal siya ay 1.05 meters. So, ibig sabihin, yun yung tinaas. So, ito yung sagot. Letter A. Okay. So, number 8. What will be the least total area of windows of engineering department? Pa yun yung same question pa yun. No? Engineering workshop naman pa yun. Okay. So, it's the same thing. 10% ulit. I-multiply lang natin yung binigay na area. 168 square meters ang engineering times 10%. It's 16.8. Let me see. Okay. So, ayan. May tinanong siya, what is the TLA of the project? Nakuha ba natin yung TLA? Paano natin nakuha yung TLA? Dahil mention dito, ayun. So, so basically, I mean, yun yung kahalagahan ng layout yung floor plan, ano. Kasi from there, doon natin nakuha yung, yung total lot area. Kasi from the project site features, doon siya nag-base doon sa doon sa pinaka-floor, doon sa floor plan. So, nagbigay lang siya ng mga setback. So, like here, yung provincial road, itong bounded, may 10 meter wide na sa east, and then north and west boundaries are basically limitless. There is the ground floor, right corner of the site, the 6-meter driveway, and yung mga setback na binigay niya. So, from there, nakuha natin yung yung pinaka-total nung that area. Okay? So, it's 38 by 30. So, multiply mo yan, 88 times 38. It's letter A. Letter A as so 3,344. Okay. Number 10, what is the dimension of the lot? So, yun nga, 88 by 30. So, number 11, what is the PSO based on the given data? So, based on the given data, ibig sabihin, yung data from the problem. So, ano ulit ang formula ng PSO? It's AMBF over TLA. So, kunin nyo yung AMBF, which is yung total floor area, 2,291, divided by the total lot area, 3,344. So, lalabas dyan ay 68.51%. Okay? Maganda naman. So, next question na tayo. What is the minimum ceiling height of the second story with natural ventilation? Balik tayo dito sa ventilation. Nasa 130. Page 138. So, dito may ceiling heights. So, ang tanong ay, second story with natural ventilation. Sinabi ba dito? Ayan.
2.7 po.
The minimum ceiling height of the first story should be 2.7 and that for second story, 2.4. Okay, pero ito pala ay artificial. And then dito yung last statement, dito niya sinabi natural vent, no? Yan. Which is 2.7. Letter A. So number 13. What is the minimum airspace for offices as per NBC? So nandun din yun. Sa page din, na-mention niya dito. Specific. Airspace. Yan. Offices. 12 cubic meters of airspace per person. So, the answer is letter C. Okay. Number 14, considering the provincial road is 25 meter width, what is the minimum width of planting strip per side of the road right of way? Yun. Planting strip naman ang hinahanap niya. Ito din. Makikita niyo din to sa Rule 8. Rule 8. Let's go to page 155. Yan. Sa table 8.G.5 ay meron tayong table, minimum planting strip per row by road right of way. So, ano ba ang road right of way dito sa question, problem nito? 25 meter.
20.60 po.
25 meter.
30 po magkabila.
Okay, sige, tama. 25 meters, ano? So, nasa na? 25 is 0.60 width per sides.
30 po per side. 0.30.
Tama. Ang sagot ay 0.3. Kasi ang hinahanap niya, what is the minimum width of planting strip per side? Okay, so 0.3.
Opo,
Kasi
0.30.
0.60. So, letter C. Okay. Number 15, considering the location of the project, what is the best material to use for the flooring of the deck? So ito, isang tanong to na medyo, syempre, ano yan eh, ang tawag dito, yung elimination for, pipiliin mo yung best answer. Parang, every, from between A, B, C, and D, pwede naman silang sagot. But then, pipiliin mo yung best answer depending dun sa question, di ba? Sabi niya, what is the best material to use for the flooring of the deck? Considering the location. So, actually, the answer there is wood. So, nasa may location kasi natin. Nasa Baguio tayo, di ba? So, most likely, ang mga material sa Baguio, kasi because of the weather, is wood. So, ito ang best answer. Letter A. Okay? Yan. Nakatapos na tayo for this problem. So, my advice is, yan. After, during your refresher, o basta pag may time kayo, kung ang schedule nyo, like ngayon, ang schedule nyo this week ay design ang class nyo. So, siguro naman, the whole week o hanggang next week, ang review nyo ay nakafocus kayo sa design. So, practice lang. Ulit-ulitin nyo lang ito. Basahin mo, alalahan, tandaan nyo kung ano yung yung format ng problem, yung visualize nyo kung ano, paano mag-plot ng, I mean, depending dun sa problem sa pagkakasa statement as is mag-plot nyo yung site, or floor plan, so, yun lang ang aking advice. Practice lang. Okay, so, pwede na pala tayong mag-proceed sa isa pang problem. Pero, yung kaninang shinare ko, um, reviewin, ano nyo muna yun, daanan nyo muna yun. Then, um, try to plot yung layout ng site. Okay, I'll give you 15 minutes muna. Then, daanan nyo muna yung problem na yun. And then, mamaya salita natin at least one or two. At least one or two na problem we got natin. I-share ko na lang muna din dito. Nakapagsagot na kayo, guys? Nagsasagot ba ang lahat? Hopefully, nagsasagot kayo ha. Hindi ko na kayo nakikita. Okay, let's resume. Kung ano man yung natapos nyo, sige. Kung hold nyo muna dahil papakita ko kung paano mag-plot natin together. Yung nakatapos naman, then very good. Compare nyo na lang kung tama yung inyong um, yung site na na-plot, and then we try to cover as much as we can kung anong oras meron tayo, no? So, but then for tonight, kaya hindi ko isinama yung questionnaires, is more on, ano muna tayo, plotting all the problems muna. But then later, bago tayo maghiwa-hiwalay ulit, i-share ko itong file together with the questionnaires para balikan nyo, masagutan nyo, and then for our next meeting, sasagot ulit tayo, no? Okay. If you may ask, kung sa ibang nagtatanong, saan ko nakuha tong reviewer na to? This was our reviewer back in, ano ko ba, 5 years ago. So, ito yung pinractice namin every time na may design class. So, dati kasi, what we do is, every day, sa pag-start ng class, bibigay nila to, yung reviewer, yung set na to, and then bibigyan nila kami ng time to plot, and then to answer. And then after that, saka namin i-discuss. Dadaanan namin lahat. So, yun din. Ito, i-share ko sa inyo. So, you try to answer at home. Then, by next meeting, sagutan natin together. Okay? So, sige, proceed. So, ang instruction siya. Plot all the problems first before answering the question. So, share ko lang sa inyo sa exam, yung questionnaire na isang set, bigay sa inyo yun, together with yung answer, yung pinaka-form na yung dun kayo magsasagot ng answers nyo, block natin, isi-shaden mo. So, itatabi nyo muna yun. Once binigay sa inyo yun, start of the exam, itatabi nyo muna yung sheet na yun kasi hindi nyo pa kailangan. Ang importante is the question, yung exam set. Nandun yung design problems together with the questions. So, before kayo naman mag-start, sasabihin naman ng instructor to review it. Yung checking, i-scan nyo lang. Baka kasi may experience ako ganyan. Yung katabi ko, nung in-scan niya, may kulang na pages. So, medyo nga na-delay siya kasi pinalitan pa. So, but then, at least, nung start pa lang, nakita niya na. So, ibinalik niya at binigyan siya ng bagong set. So, nangyayari din yun. So, Importante, scan muna natin yung set na binigay sa inyo. Tapos, kung may kulang, kung obviously may obvious yung error or yun nga, yung mga pages ay malabo o kung ano man, pwede nyung ibalik at i-report dun sa instructor. Okay? So, then, sa instructions, yun, yung first, mababasa nyo naman doon, may instruction siya before siya mag-proceed sa project number 1, like itong ating set na to. Pero syempre sa exam, medyo mahaba yung instruction niya, mas may elaborate yung mga instructions niya. So please read carefully, intindihin natin maigi bago tayo sumagot. Okay? To proceed. So project number 1. Two-story single detached residential project development. A proposed two-story single detached residential project development R1 on a project site with 8% slope. The statement of the problem. An owner decided that his R1 zoned property with a total lot area of 600 square meters and located in an upscale housing development in an urban areas zoned as R1 shall be developed to host a low-rise residential building. Project site features. The project site is rectangular in shape and an interior lot with a width of 20 meters frontage. The front part of which faces north, a single lane, 3 meters, RROW for access and drainage to be negotiated with the owner of the adjoining lot, is 30 meters and with direct access to the 20-meter wide street. The RROW slopes at 1/3 or 1% uniformly drain west. The road has 0.8 meter wide sidewalk at each side. Project site uniformly slopes at 8% from the RROW toward the rear property. Surface of the sidewalk shall be generally considered as elevation 0 meters. To the left of the site is a vacant lot as within the RROW. And to the right of the project site is a proposed two-story single detached residence. At the rear of the project site, a creek 8 meters wide to its high waterline level. The high water line is 3 meters below the grade elevation at the rear of the site and has a 2-meter wide embankment. Okay, so how to plot this? So plotting after reading the statement, we will write down all the necessary or important data. So the project title, the zone, R1, tapos ay yung pag-plot. So ang sabi dito, so binigay naman niya yung area, which is 600 square meters. And then, ang site feature niya is rectangular in shape and interior lot. Importante alam niyo yung mga type of lots din. Nasa Rule 7 and 8 naman yan. Yung mga, like dito sa problem na to, sinabi niya it's an interior lot. With width of 20 meters. So, this is 20 meters. Tapos, so, the rest is 30 meters. Okay? So, then sinabi niya din na may 3-meter daw na access. Single lane na access. So, dahil interior lot siya, yun yung meron siyang road right of way from the main road. So, sinabi din dito na may direct access siya. So, yung 3 meters na road right of way for access ng lot is 30 meters from the street. So this is 30 meters from the street. So may 20 meter na road right of way. And then the road right of way slopes at 1/3 or 1% to the west. So west. Paano ba natin nakuha muna yung direction? So sinabi naman dito faces the yung front part is facing the north. Kaya yung north nasa baba kasi yung front faces the north. So kaya natin makukuha yung west side. Ang may 1% slope daw going to the west side. Okay, and then the project site uniformly slopes at 8% from the road right of way. Nasaan ba ako? Yeah. From uniformly slopes at 8% from the road right of way to the rear. So papunta dun sa likod, may slope. Nagsuslope siya ng 8%. The surface of the sidewalk shall be generally considered as 0. So ito yung 0 natin. Sidewalk. Then to the left of the site is a vacant lot. So, dinidescribe niya lang yung paligid ng site. May vacant lot sa left, and then sa right daw ay may proposed na 2-story single detached. Tapos the rear of the project site ay may creek daw na 8 meters. And then the high water line is 3 meter below the grade elevation at the rear of the site and has a 2 meter wide embankment. Okay? So, yun yung mga information. Sinulat natin yan. So, yun. Importante na sulat nyo din. Ano? Okay. So, hopefully na kuha nyo to na plot nyo ng tama. So, let's go to project 2 naman. Project. Okay. This project number 2. A proposed garment and undergarment factory. Project on a project site having a 4% slope. Statement of the problem. A privately owned company has decided to erect a building on its property with a total lot area of 8,000 square meters, located in an industrial zone. The structure to be erected shall be an industrial building. The project site features. Project site is a rectangular inside lot with 18 meters wide frontage facing west. The project site uniformly slopes at 4% towards a creek 6 meters wide at the east. The site facing west is a road for a regular access of container vans and trucks on a 24-hour basis. The road right of way is a 30-meter wide street having a slope of 2/3 or 1% draining north and which has 2.4 meters wide sidewalks at both sides. The surface of the sidewalk at the center of the project site frontage is considered as the elevation 0 meters. The primary RROW is intersected at right angles by 2 minor streets, each with 6-meter road right of way. The 2 corners have 6-meter chaplans with legs at 4.25 meters. To the left of the site is private office building. To the right is a ceramic factory. Across the site are two KTV bars and resto bar with live band performance, and across the creek are two row houses. Okay, so paano natin ipa-plot yan? So first, ang sabi dito sa site feature, ang sabi dito ay meron siyang may TLA na 8,000 square meters. So let's write down the important things. So may TLA na siyang binigay. Meron siyang ang zone niya ay industrial, tapos ang lot type niya pa din ay inside lot. Okay. Hindi. Inside lot siya, okay? And then, ang project site, rectangular inside lot with 80 meters wide frontage, facing west. Okay? So, yung frontage niya ay may 80 meters. This is 80 meters. Okay, point to point, 80 meters. And then the lot is facing west. So, yun yung direction natin. Ang west side niya ay doon sa baba. Okay, the next is the project site uniformly slopes 4% towards a creek 6 meters wide at the east. So, nasan yung creek? Nasa east side. Facing west siya. So, ibig sabihin, nandun yung creek sa likod. Tapos, may 4% slope na palikod. Paano natin nakuha yung 100 meters? Kasi meron na siyang binigay na TLA na 8,000. So, 8,000 divided by 80. So, 100 meters yung length natin, yung depth, yung lalim ng lote. Okay? So, and then yung towards a creek down na 6 meter wide. So, may 6 meter wide na creek dyan. The side facing west is a road for a regular access of container vans and trucks on a 24-hour basis. The road right-of-way is a 30 meters. So, ito, yung facing west down, na road right-of-way ay 30 meters. And then, may draining siya ng 1% to the north. So, saan ba ang north? So, if that's west and east, ang north and then dito sa left side. Okay? So, nagde-drain siya ng 1% doon. Tapos, which has a 2.4 meter wide sidewalks. So, may 2.4 meter wide sidewalk both sides. And then, the surface of the sidewalk, ayan, yung surface ng sidewalk, ito yung elevation 0 natin. So, the primary road right-of-way is intersected at right angle by two minor streets, each with 6 meter road right-of-way. So, nag-intersect daw. So, both sides ay 6 meters road right-of-way. And then, the two corners, which is this side, corner yan, corner tong side na to, ay may 6 meter na chaplan. So, yung chaplan is yung chinamfer mo ganyan, may 6 meters to. So, makukuha ba natin kung ano, kung ito ay 6 meters, makukuha ba natin to? Yes. With legs at 4.25. Kasi sinabi naman pala dito, 4.25. Yan, 4.25. To the left of the site is a private office building. To the right, so basically, minention niya lang din yung paligid ng lote. So left side is office building, right is a land factory, and then across the side, dito, meron daw KTV bars. And across the creek, pati doon sa across the creek pa rin, meron din siyang mention, may 2 rows of houses there. So yun, basically, yun yung pagpa-plot nung based on the description, yung site description dito sa problem, no? So, hopefully, nakuha na lahat ito. Okay? Then, let's go It's flat. Project number 3. Naman. Okay, project number 3. A proposed high-rise office condominium, i.e., meron dito nakalagay, a development with a basement, a podium, covered parking, and a tower component on a project site having 3% slope. The statement of the problem. A privately owned company has decided that its C3 zone property with a total lot area of 5,400 square meters located in a rising urban center to be developed into high-rise office condominium. The project development shall consist of 2 types, 40 square meter GFA office units. Second is 80 square meters GFA office units. Project site features. The project site is a rectangular corner lot. The shorter side, measuring 60 meters, faces the west, and the longer side faces the north. The project site uniformly slopes at 3% towards a 36 meters wide main street at north side, i.e. the road right-of-way that is relatively flat at slope of 0% and which has 5-meter wide sidewalks at both sides. The west side of the property faces a 14-meter wide RROW and which has 1.2 wide sidewalks at both sides. The surface of the sidewalk at the center of the project site western frontage is considered as elevation 0.0 meters. Okay, so madali-dali lang to. So, we write down again the project title and then yung zoning, the TLA, binigay. So, tapos yung mga yung sinabing features dito, may 14 square meters daw ng GFA office units, may 80 square meters sa GFA office units. And then, so pagpa-plot ng site. So, yung project site daw is a rectangular na corner lot. So, corner lot. So, basically, mag-visualize na natin anong corner lot. So, may dalawa siyang intersecting road doon. So, the shorter side daw is measuring 60 meters, which faces the west. So, yung 60 meters daw na ito ay faces the west. So, dito ang west. And the longer side, ano ba natitira dun sa 5,400 divided by 60. So, yun yung matitira 90 meters. Yung longer side faces the north naman. So, then the project site uniformly slopes at 3% towards a 36-meter wide main street at the north side. So, nasan yung north side? So, nandito yung 36 meters road right-of-way. And then, yung slope daw ay towards doon. So, if this is the 36 meters road right-of-way, ito yung main road, di ba? So, parang itong lumalabas na frontage niya. Center ng main road. And then, the road right-of-way is relatively flat. That's 0%, and which has 5-meter sidewalk. So may 5-meter sidewalk on both sides. Then the west side naman ay merong property faces of 14 meters naman, ROW, with 1.2 meter wide sidewalks naman on both sides. Okay? So basically, yun lang yung description ng site. Okay? So hopefully nakuha niyo na to. No? Pag-plug na to. Okay, so next, we can proceed sa next problem naman. Hopefully nakaka-follow lahat ha. Okay, let's go to project number 4. A proposed low-rise government building having 2% slope. It's the statement of the problem. The local government of a first-class municipality has decided to erect a building on its property with a total lot area of 10,000 square meters located in a new government center. The structure to be erected shall be a low-rise municipal town hall building. Project site features. The project site is a rectangular through lot with a 100-meter wide frontage facing the south. The road right-of-way is a 30-meter wide street, relatively flat, at 1/3 or 1% slope draining east. The site is at a slope of 2% towards the 25-meter wide RROW at the rear of the site, which has a 2-meter wide sidewalk with 0.5-meter wide planting strip. The 30-meter road right-of-way has 2.5-meter sidewalk on both sides with a 0.6-meter wide planting strip. The project uses the green building concept. At the east of the lot are 2 government office buildings, and across the lot is a mix of private low-rise office buildings and low-rise residential buildings. Okay, so Latin. Okay, so project 4, project title, ano binigay niya? Binigyan niya yung, may slope siyang binigay, the TNA, the lot, may classification, may type ba ng lot siyang sinabi? The project site is a rectangular through lot. So, ano ba ibig sabihin ng through lot? So, yung through lot is yung front and back na is may road. And then, okay. So, that's lot. So, the project site is a rectangular through lot na daw with a 100-meter wide frontage. So, 100-meter wide frontage tayo facing the south. So, ang south, ito, yung frontage natin, 100 meters facing the south. Na may road right-of-way na 30 meters wide. Tapos, siya daw ay relatively flat at 1% slope, draining to the east, sandaang east. So, kung south yan, ito ay ang east. So, may nagtidrain daw siya to the east. The site is at a slope of 2% naman towards the 25-meter road right-of-way at the rear. So, yung rear side, 25 meters road right-of-way, may 2%. Na slope papunta doon. Tapos, meron siyang 2-meter wide sidewalk on both sides. Same thing sa 30-meter road right-of-way, may 2.5 sidewalk on both sides. Okay, so basically yun lang yung description na binigay ng site. So it's as simple as that. Pero, syempre may mention siya yung description dun sa mga katabing yung neighboring lots. No? So, mention yan, may private building, may 2 government offices. Okay? So, yun ang project form. So, hopefully, nakuha niyo na to. So, yun, pag ito, nasagutan niyo, so napapractice kayo kung na, na napapractice niyo kung ano yung corner lot, go lot, inside lot, interior lot, ano. So, next is number 5. Number 5, set na to, this is the last, number 5. Okay na. Project number 5. Project number 5 is a proposed low-rise school building project having a 5% slope. Statement of the problem. A leading school chain developer has decided that its newly acquired property with a total lot area of 6,000 square meters shall be developed to host a low-rise school building, which is the project. It's located in a GI zone. Ano ba ang GI? It's a government zone. The school shall offer classes from grade school to high school. The project site features. The project site is an inside lot with a 60-meter wide frontage facing north. The project site uniformly slopes at 5% towards the 24-meter wide street. The road right-of-way that is relatively flat and which has 2-meter wide sidewalks, which includes 0.5-meter wide planting strip at both sides. The surface at the center of the project site frontage is considered as elevation 0. To the east of the project site, as viewed from the road right-of-way, is an exclusive subdivision. At the west and across the project site is a long row of low-rise mixed-use commercial residential building. The zoning ordinance declared the zone for buildings up to 12 stories only. Okay, so that's problem number 5. Simple lang ang problem number 5. Okay, so project title, proposed low-rise school building, and then information na binigay, the TLA, may 6,000 square meters, yung zoning niya, yung lot type niya, which is an inside lot. Importante. Tapos may mention din dito na yun, may zoning ordinance declared the zone for buildings up to 12 stories. Okay, so plotting, ang una niya sinabi, the project site is an inside lot. So inside lot siya. With a 60-meter wide frontage facing north. So ang north niya ay nandun. Baba. Okay, so 60 meters ang frontage. So ano magiging depth niya? So 6,000 divided by 60, we have a 100 meters dito. Tapos, the project site daw uniformly slopes towards the 24-meter wide street. So, papunta siya doon. Magsuslope siya papunta doon sa 24-meter road right of way. And then, with a 2-meter wide na sidewalks on both sides. And then, plus 0.5 planting strip on both sides din. Tapos, to the east of the project, meron daw ang east side na exclusive subdivision daw dito. At the west naman, across the project site is a long row of low-rise. Sa west side naman, ay may commercial, mixed-use commercial residential building. Tapos yon, sinabi niya may ordinance daw na maximum 12 stories. So, take note on that. So, kaya natin sinunod nito. So, basically, that's it. Yung pagpa-plot. So, that's practicing kung paano natin i-plot based doon sa description sa problem, ng problem. Okay? So, wag muna tayo mag-answer. By next week, doon natin answeran yung questionnaires nito. I-share ko sa inyo mamaya. So, yung mga questions, isascan ko lang siya kasi ko sa inyo. So, hopefully, sarang natin makikita yung mga answers. So, hopefully, eto, i-share ko yan sa inyo with questions. So, mapapansin nyo dito for the next, may instruction siya, choose the best answer for the respective questions. So, sample to nung, like what I said sa exams, ang questions niya, hindi siya sunod-sunod. Kumbaga, ang question number 1 is not about project number 1. Hindi ibig sabihin, question 1 about project 1. Sasabihin niya, bago yung question, nakalagay doon, questions for project number blah blah. Like, ito, example, for project number 2 siya nag-start. No? Tapos, and then, for example, meron siyang 10 questions sa project number 2. Then the next one, sasabihin niya ulit, questions for project number 4 naman. Pero nagsiskip siya ha, hindi siya hindi siya systematic na magkakasunod 1, 2, 3, 4. So, ang advice ko, ang tip ko sa inyo, iba nga pagkabigay sa inyo ng questionnaires, ng exam, huwag muna kayong, relax muna, titigan nyo muna yung exam, yung pinaka-exam set nyo, yung questionnaires. And then, scan nyo muna. Scan nyo muna, tingnan nyo ilang project, ilan yung problem. Mari ay hanggang 7. Okay? Hanggang 7. Scan nyo muna yung paper, mga pages. And then, tingnan nyo yung mga questions. Saan yung, sa next part. My tip is, markahan nyo na, kunyari, yung question for project number 2. Markahan nyo na dun sa left side ng 2. Tapos may mark na 2, circle it. Tapos hanap ulit. Yung next naman, pag nakalagay questions for project number 1, markahan nyo 1. So yung questions nagbabago, diba? Every tens or kung ilang number mo. So, nakamarka na dun para at least once na mark nyo na-scan nyo na lahat ng questionnaires. So, balik na kayo, magsa-start na kayo, babasa na kayo ng problem. Iintindihin nyo muna. The first is, pagbasa nyo ng problem, please read the instructions first. And then, pagbasa nyo ng problem, once natapos, for example, project number 1, nakabasa na kayo, yun na, i-write it down, yung pinapractice natin ngayon. Write down the important things, yung data, and then plot. Plot muna kayo, plot. Tapos, sunod, project number 2, basa ulit ng problem, writing down the data, plot. Okay? So, project number 3, so on and so forth, hanggang makatapos kayo. Okay? Tapos, nakatapos na kayo, then, questions na kayo, mag-answer na kayo ng questionnaires. And then, unahin nyo muna per project. So, kunyari, project 1. So, it doesn't mean na question 1 yung uunahin nyo. So, punta muna kayo sa project 1. So, lahat ng questions sa project 1, daanan nyo muna. Yun muna sagutan nyo para hindi magulo yung utak nyo. Nakafocus kayo sa isang problem. Okay? Sagutan nyo lahat ng questions sa problem number 1. After that, go to problem number 2. So, yung sequence nyo ang masusunod, yung pag-organize ng isip nyo, pag-organize nyo sa question. I mean, sa pagsagot. Hindi yung questionnaires ang susundin nyo na pa-skip-skip. Kasi nakakalito dun. Mahirap. Dun kayo, maguguluhan kayo. So, yung dapat ang masusunod ay yung pagka-organize nyo. So, answer the questions for project number 1 first, 2, 3, so on, so forth. Okay? And then after nun, saka nyo, balik-balikan. Saka nyo, kunyari, yung mga questions nyo na hindi kayo sure. Okay? For example, nasagutan nyo na lahat. Hindi naman ibig sabihin, syempre may na-skip kayo. Kunyari, may tanong na hindi nyo pa sure. So, yung mga na-skip nyo pala, while answering, isa-separate nyo rin yung sure kayo, yung unsure, tapos yung no answer at all pa. So, mas maganda rin markahan yun para madali yung balikan. So, for example, sure na sure kayo dito sa answer na to. Sa question na to, ay may answer kayo. Checkan nyo na. So, ibig sabihin, tapos na yun. Sure na kayo doon. And then, pag unsure kayo, let's say, asterisk. So, ibig sabihin, may doubt kayo, babalikan nyo pa yung review nyo pa. Tapos dun sa mga questionnaires na totally wala kayong sagot, lagyan nyo ng X yun. Dahil dun kayo magbubuno ng oras. Babalik at babalik. Iisipin nyo, saan ko ba pwedeng hanapin to? Baka naman nasa rule 2 or rule, nasa rule 7 or rule 8 or sa pang-scan. So yun yun. So that's a way of maximizing your time na hindi mo ulit hagilapit. Hindi ka ulit magsa-start from question 1 at dadaanan ulit. Ay, ano ba to? Okay na ba to? Nadaanan ko na ba to? So, natapos ko na ba to? Sure na ba ako dito? So, at least yun, may check yung mga questions na sure na kayo yung sagot, may check na, hindi nyo na babalikan. Alam nyo na yun. So, babalikan nyo na lang yun once nagsagot na kayo dun sa main form, yung answer sheet talaga, yung sinishadan. Okay? So, yun din, wag lang kayo basta-basta kinokopya nyo lang syempre yung questionnaires, yung set na yun, dun muna kayo syempre magsasagot, diba? Bibilugan nyo kunyari. For example, the question 1 is, ang answer nyo ay letter D. So, syempre, bibilugan nyo. So, pag mag-shade na kayo, yung letter D ang shade nyo. So, double check din. Hindi lang kopya ng kopya, ha? Kasi minsan, baka mamaya, sunod-sunod ang 1, 2, 3, 4, D, C, D, A. Tapos biglang namali pala kayo ng shading. Mahirap ang erasure is no. No talaga. Please avoid erasures. So, dapat sure na bago kayo mag-shade, ay double check nyo yung sagot. Kung tama yung number na question na yon at yung sagot nyo doon, at i-compare nyo sa shadean nyo. Kaya, ang advice ko din, take time dun sa shading na. Sa last part na yan. Kasi syempre, sasagutan mo muna dun sa pinaka-questionnaires mo sa exam set na. Hindi dun sa final form. So, patapos ka na doon pala mag-shade eh. So, be sure na magkaroon ka ng time dun. So, based on my experience, hindi kaya ng 30 minutes. So, parang gahol na gahol ka if you leave 30 minutes para lang mag-shade. So, bigyan nyo ng enough time yung mga sarili nyo. At least 1 hour or so na nag-shade ka na. Ano? So, yun yung aking advice sa inyo guys. So, for day 2, syempre dito sa dito sa pag-review natin para nakafocus tayo for the design, understanding design. Tapos nakafocus tayo sa Rule 7 and Rule 8. But then there are other questions na hindi parang mix na yan eh. May nahahalo na from day 1, yung day 1 ng mga subjects, nami-mix na rin dito sa day 2. Meron at meron lalabas. So basically, hindi natin alam kung ano lalabas. So just be prepared for it. But then, while you review design, ayun, pagka-reviewin nyo din etong Rule 7 and Rule 8. It doesn't mean, hindi nyo na kailangan kabisaduhin yung Rule 7 and Rule 8 kasi idala nyo naman siya. But then at least, you know, daanan nyo, basahin nyo to from page 2, from the start to end. Para at least alam nyo yung, kung ano yung nasa loob. At least madaanan nyo yung mga, ano, para pag may questions sa exams na parang maaalala niya, nabasa ko to sa Rule 7, nandun sa loob yun. So, pwede nyung hanapin. Kasi, for sure, nandun yung sagot. No, maraming ganun. Na nasa Rule 7, Rule 8, nasa loob. So, yun yung sana hindi nyo na mapabayaan na hindi nasagutan. Dapat sure na yun. Nahanap yung sagot doon. Okay, so for now, I will share. Sisend ko na lang later kasi yung akin palang set ngayon is may kulang na page. So, siscan ko muna yung kulang na page. Sisend ko sa group chat itong file na ito together with the questionnaire. So, ma-review nyo. So, for our next class, ay sagutan natin. Ano po? Okay. So, I will dismiss early tonight. So, sagutan ulit natin to the next sa ating next Kita Kids. Kailan ba tayo? I think Wednesday. So, okay. So, that's all. Hopefully, I'm hoping na naiintindihan nyo ha, nakakahabol kayo, or any questions na, just send me a message ulit kung ano man. So, kung may kailangan man o questions na hindi nyo naiintindihan dun sa discussion kanina, please let me know para at least ma-check ko din, ma-assist ko kayo. Okay? So, okay na tayo, guys. Send ko mamaya yung file for next meeting, for the next meeting's discussion. Try to answer it. Then, check natin sa next meeting kung self-check nyo kung ilan yung sagot, kung ilan yung tama nyo. Okay? Okay,
Okay
that's
po,
all
ma'am.
for
Okay po, ma'am.
tonight.
Thank you po.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you po. Thank you po.
Okay, good night all. Thank you.